It's that special time because I still have so many stories for you, and not one story goes unturned. Not one story goes unsaid, because it is time for rapid fire news. Okay, you know how this goes. This is rapid fire news. I'm going to speed through every single story here super quick. If you hear one that you want to give the full-blown treatment through, you just yell, hold it, I will hold it, and I will tell you the whole story, okay? Oh my God, okay, let's get this. Ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready. I was born ready for this. This exact moment in time.
I'm ready. There's so many, you don't understand. There's so many stories. I don't know if I can get through them, but I'm gonna. Okay, with that, let's do it. Right now, it is time for rapid fire news. Oh, yeah. Okay, what do we got here? Well, first of all, let me fucking turn down Phoenix right here. Second of all, we have Miyamoto alluding in an interview to maybe not his retirement soon. It is being discussed, everybody. It's not official yet, but he is talking about handing the baton over to younger developers. When that will happen, we don't know. Hopefully not soon. You need to keep making games until you're fucking dead! Dead Rising is getting another remake. I think this is their second remake. I don't fucking know. I never really played Dead Rising, but I've always wanted to. Honestly, I'm probably going to stick to the original. The original's got a lot of charm to it, but there is a new Dead Rising full-blown, full remake coming out. However, there is a caveat. The original voice actor for Frank West was not asked to return, and he covered wars, you know. So that is a big red flag for Capcom, especially because Dead Rising is known for its crazy, kooky lines. I've always been more interested in Dead Rising than Resident Evil because it's the Dawn of the Dead, more funny and silly Resident Evil. So I gotta say, I'm sticking to the original just for that alone. You don't get Frank back, I'm not fucking interested. Unless you're just reusing lines. I need confirmation on that. Xbox tweeted out a really stupid fucking tweet. Xbox said, hey, you don't have an Xbox? No problem. You can game on the cloud with a Fire Stick or something. Xbox is committing suicide, effectively. Is this alluding to the future of Xbox as just a cloud gaming service? Xbox isn't doing good. I'm just saying. So it looks like maybe the Xbox Series X could be the last Xbox. I guess we're going to find out in the future, but signs are pointing to it. Multiple Assassin's Creed remakes are coming. None of them are officially announced, but a developer at Ubisoft did say they're remaking a bunch of Assassin's Creeds. I'm just saying right now, that's not going to save your fucking reputation, buddy. Just trying to remake the slop from the past. You're still shit. And something I should probably give more nuance to before I get crucified, NBA 2K removed Dr. Disrespect from their game. Whatever you feel about, either side of this, whether he did the thing or didn't do the thing when he was jerking off to trannies working out at the gym there, I will say that me personally, if you're going to put someone in a fucking video game, they should stay there. You don't have to include them in the next one. I just don't like that they're retroactively removing a character or an esports figure or whatever from a video game just because he's getting canceled right now. Whether or not that's justified is up to you. Just don't fucking bring him in the next one, but you don't have to erase and remove characters from your game because they suddenly aren't popular in the public eye here. Fuck you. Click Holding is a game coming out on Steam that I'm excited for, and the name says it all. Cuck holding? No, this is click holding, baby. 59% of devs say the industry is a bad state. Imagine my fucking shock. And we have layoffs coming from Ubisoft, which means that those Prince of Persia remakes may be getting canceled again. Daybreak is acquiring struggling devs. A Sweet Baby Studio officially got fucking hit. And Microsoft once again having more layoffs. So yeah, 59% of devs saying the industry's in a bad state. I think that's kind of a rough estimate. I'd say it's a lot fucking more probably feel that way. Teon, my favorite developers currently, makers of Terminator and RoboCop, are now working on a new unannounced ARPG. Technically, RoboCop was an ARPG. It had talents, and you could go into different skill trees, and it was an action role-playing game. So, is this a RoboCop 2? Is it RoboCop versus Terminator? Is it my beloved Dick Tracy? Give me the dick, Teon! Steam is now finally getting an in-game recording feature. That's right, just like modern consoles like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, you can now enable this feature that's in beta, where Steam will be constantly recording your gameplay. If you're someone that cares about frame rate like myself, I will say maybe be hands-off and let other people test this. These sort of features will maybe tank your system unless you're playing on a super high-end, super crazy fast PC. We effectively have confirmation why Capcom is skipping the PS5 and the Xbox, and it's as we said before, they're running on, what is it fucking called? Give me a second. It's the thing. It's their MT framework. All their games run on MT framework, and the PS5 and the Xbox do not support this. But hey, maybe Xbox should fork up some cash and be like, fucking update your games. I'm just saying. But that seems to be the reason, is Capcom doesn't feel it's worth the money to update their games and put them on the Xbox and the PS5. Is Marvel vs. Capcom 4 teased? In a recent Deadpool comic, they did talk about Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Is this a new tease and a leak for an upcoming Marvel vs. Capcom game based on what we've seen already from Marvel vs. Capcom? Or is it just a wishful Deadpool writer doing the fourth wall break and begging Capcom to pretty much make Marvel vs. Capcom 4? You decide. I personally feel that it's just Deadpool writing and they're just being wishful thinkers, and comic book writers are usually shit. Star Wars Bounty Hunter is getting a new remaster, and this is from Aspire Media, who just botched the Battlefront collection. Not only that is that a concern, but Star Wars Bounty Hunter is not a good game to begin with. I will be watching this with great interest because I've never really played through Star Wars Bounty Hunter. So if Aspire Media wants to redeem themselves, they should remaster this game, not censor anything. I'm going to be looking out for that Slave 1 censorship, and they should update the game with proper modern controls, and then I will give this a shot. In a surprise twist here, Konami wants to work with Kojima again. They are opening the gates and they're publicly saying, hey, come back to the promised land, Kojima. Will he do it? Or is he going to keep making fucking garbage art with Jordan Peele? Probably the latter. Crazy Taxi is being described as a driving MMO, and it's dividing the fan base. Some are cautiously optimistic, while other ones are saying it's fucking dead, Jim.
I'm so sold on it. I want to play it.
Alana Pierce is a fucking retard demanding a feature in a game because she has kids or something, and kids are a disability or whatever. Everyone had a different take on this. Everyone was talking about it, but my take, which I didn't see anyone else talk about, just play a different game. How many other games can you pause in? There's 5,000 games on sale right now on fucking Steam, Alana. They probably, almost all of them, if they're a single-player game, have pause. There's more games out there than fucking Elden Ring. Don't change Elden Ring's design to be easier just because you can't fucking stand it. This is white Tanuki-style design. Fuck the fuck off. There's a billion other easy baby games out there. I don't even like Elden Ring. I don't play it because it's hard. Fucking join the club, you stupid bitch. Hypercharge has sold over 100 copies on Xbox, and it's great to see because Hypercharge devs are really cute and wholesome, and they deserve their support. I plan on buying this game on Xbox in the future. Mind you, the game is dead on Steam, but it does have crossplay, so just get ready to play with 100,000 Xbox players if you do pick this up. There's a new Transformers game announced. It's a racing game. What? Can I race as Megatron in a fucking gun? Can I race as Soundwave as a boombox?
Oh my god, if they make this like a Twisted Metal game, I'm so in.
It's a racing game.
I know, but like, I just hope that we don't have enough info. Just make it a Twisted Metal game.
I have a trailer. Do you want to hold it?
No.
Can I race as fucking, what's his name? The planet? What's the planet?
You know what, James? Just show them the trailer at this point. We're already talking about the trailer. Show them the trailer. That will be the whole thing.
There you go. Okay, what's his name? I confused myself enough that I made Kay hold it. What's the planet called?
Because I knew you're going to take time to search anyway, so like just fucking throw
Why can't
the
not
trailer at the same
Cybertron?
time.
Unicron. Can I race as a planet as Unicron? This is weird. I'm going to look at the trailer with all of you. 1 second. Okay. Here's the trailer.
3, 2, 1. Let the galactic trials begin. Race in alt mode.
Oh my god, wait.
Fight
You can
in bot
what?
mode.
What? So there is fighting. This could be good. It looks
Play
kind of
as an
cheap, but it could be
Autobot.
good. Fuck them. I want to be a Decepticon.
Or as a Decepticon.
Goddamn right.
I don't know, James. I'm kind of sold on this game.
Play solo. Play against a friend.
I'm confused yet sold. What the fuck?
Transformers Galactic Trials.
All right, I'm wish listing that right. I thank you for holding it, Kay.
What the fuck just happened?
Transformers There's too many Transformers games on Steam. I just want to wish list this.
It looks fun. I don't know.
I don't think it's on Steam yet. I don't think
Mutant Dumas says, "Is this game directed by Michael Bay? No Michael Bay equal no by."
What? Are you trolling me right now, sir? Anyway, yeah, this game kind of looks good. It's very G1, which to me Transformers is G1.
Like, it's kind of ugly and janky looking, but like the concept looks cool.
Ugly and janky games need love too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta love those ugly ducklings sometimes.
True. Okay, are you ready for more? Is
I
it time to go back? Is it time to go
It's
back?
time to go back.
All right, that
It's
was
time to go back.
Transformers Galactic Trials or whatever. The game looks kind of good. I'll probably end up playing it because I play slop. Let's continue. What the fuck is going on at Sony? Sony just okay, yeah, it's on us. Sony wanted to highlight something for you all today. They said that for 30 years, immigration equality has promoted justice and equality for LGBT blah 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 and HIV positive immigrants. Sony has formed a dynamic partnership with Immigration Equality to improve and sustain its direct legal services, administrative advocacy, and impact litigation for blah 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 immigrants. So, just to be clear, Sony, you have one game, you don't want to make any more games, but you will flood the country with AIDS. Hold on, I have a clip for this. Because Sony's literally flooding the country with AIDS, okay? Did you hear?
Why do I know what clip you're gonna do? Maybe.
Let's do it.
Maybe.
What this has to do with basketball, I've got no idea.
Yeah.
That's when it kind of came together for me, though. We've got basketball, we've got viruses, and we've got Magic Johnson.
Ooh.
And it was like a light bulb went off in my
Where
head.
does this lead, Rich?
Sony be like, no games, just AIDS.
Wow, you held on to that AIDS longer than Magic Johnson. Hey! Recycled joke.
It's fine.
But not as long as Sony. Okay! A Quiet Place game is a non-symmetrical licensed horror game. Did anyone watch A Quiet Place movies? No?
No, but it seems like a cool game concept. if
But
I'm being
it's getting a
honest.
game, and it's not an asymmetrical multiplayer licensed game like Killer Clowns or Texas Chainsaw or any of these others. It's gonna be a licensed movie-based game that is a story single-player game. Maybe I should watch A Quiet Place. If I don't, I probably won't play the
We're
game.
getting movie-based games back.
We're
Let's
getting
go!
movie-based games back! Fat piece of shit that nobody likes is making an Elden Ring TV show. I'm of course referring to George R.R. Martin. It's all but confirmed that Stellar Blade is coming to PC. Once again, Sony has one game, but a lot of AIDS. Xbox recently celebrated the disabled with Disability Pride Month, and they celebrated by disabling Xbox Live for an entire day. I'm gonna hold it myself. I need to hold.
It was that brutal. You needed to hold it yourself. What happened, James?
I just have another meme I have to do.
I had a feeling.
I just have another meme.
I had a
Okay,
feeling.
it's a quick hold. It's a quick hold. Okay.
It's a grab and go, as we say.
Yeah. I applaud. Okay. There's a theme. There's a theme with my memes today. Okay. There's a theme. I applauded it. Okay.
AIDS? Is AIDS the theme?
AIDS is the theme. So, in the latest Huff piece from journos on the internet, gaming journos, this comes from Video Games Chronicle, VGC. They write, PlayStation's Concord is breaking new ground in how live service games tell stories.
I applauded it for being different.
It broke new ground!
I just wanted to do that. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. The final update for Bloodstained is out, and it's a controversial one. They're officially done with Bloodstained. Whether or not they do a sequel is unclear, but they are moving on to a different project after this. The problem is, this game has almost been out for a decade, and it's got still a lot of issues and a lot of crashes. So is this final update fixing any of those problems? Apparently not exactly. Dead by Daylight just added Lara Croft. Of course, this is survival titless Lara Croft. We love our booba here. So I said, hey, Dead by Daylight, you like charging $20 for skins of characters that cost $12. How about charging $20 for a sexy Lara Croft skin? Money? Rockstar co-founder turned down movie offers for Red Dead and GTA because they wouldn't be accurate to the source material. Now we get to find out if Rockstar will be accurate to their own source material. Why you look confused, Kay?
With GTA 6, like, that's not accurate to their own source material.
Exactly. Someone made Tears of the Kingdom cutscenes for the Game Boy original. A Splatoon player that is a 27-year-old male sent 39 bomb threats to Nintendo because he lost matches in Splatoon. And I just wanted to point out that a blad splatfest can really change a man. There's a WrestleMania 2000 mod that adds in new characters on original hardware. There's a Mortal Kombat Trilogy fan remake, or is it? One Twitter user pointed out that it's actually a fucking lie and someone is just making GIFs and there's not actually any content. Someone in France held a Steel Battalion LAN party. Man arrested in Britbong land for having a mastered sword. Excuse me, Link, do you have a license for that?
Not just a Master Sword, a 6-inch Master Sword.
Yeah.
It's a 6-inch. It's like, what?
I'm a firm believer in how you use it, you know? Sometimes you just gotta go out into the public and wave around your wand of Gamelon. Call of Duty is getting a cool-looking pixel retro mode that I won't play. The Horizon Zero Dawn show is officially dead, now renamed to Horizon Zero Seasons. And Suicide Squad update comes out. Mrs. Freeze was real, lol. And with that, that is the rapid fire news.
Holy moly.
Did anyone even hear me, or
there.
was the music too loud?
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay.
I'm going to read a few comments and then we'll transition to our Anything Goes.
Oh, good.
Well, Snapple got excited over the Phoenix Wright music, saying, yeah, Phoenix Wright music.
Happy to
It's always pretty
oblige.
hype, just saying.
Yeah.
Lord Slosh is saying, James segues are gold. Absolutely. It always cracks me up. Static says, so I guess Warren Beatty owns the rights, so Dick Tracy. Is that about the Teon?
Oh, yeah, they would need to go to Warren Beatty, you're right.
Lord Slosh says, I played through most of Star Wars Bounty Hunter, bought it solely off of IGN's recommendation for it at the time. What a jip.
Yeah. So the game, a lot of people, a friend asked me, like, should I buy this? You're the Star Wars expert. And I have only played, sorry. I have only played Star Wars Bounty Hunter for like a total of maybe 20 minutes, and it's rough. It's rough. It's super janky. I would compare it to the Obi-Wan game on original Xbox and how janky and rough it is. It's like there's other Star Wars games more worthy of a remaster. Aspire, why don't you remaster the PSP exclusive Battlefront games or something? But yeah, it's a rough one. That's why they will win me over if they put in a lot of work into this one.
Yeah, but they're not Night Dive, so they're not going to.
Exactly. The game has respawning enemies, limited ammo, really janky controls, really janky level design. It's not an easy playthrough. I'm probably
Sounds like the PS2 era to me.
yeah.
PS1, PS2.
Yeah, and it's just rough. It's super rough. So if they update the controls and maybe if they even change some of the game design, I will be in. But I will be in regardless, just for preservation purposes, if they don't censor Slave 1. And we were told over on our Discord that it outright states the Slave 1. It said, like, he says he names his ship in a cutscene Slave 1. So I am very curious if they censor that.
I don't even think they'll bother. Aspire? I don't think so.
Yeah, I
Aspire, as I call them now.
but there was controversy with the Tomb Raider trilogy, right? They did do some stuff there. So
That's true.
we will see. It was apparently a mistake, but people called it out and they're like, "Oops, sorry," and they threw it back in.
Mutant Dumas says, yes, preach. Who the fuck does Alana think she is? In
Stupid
terms of the
fucking
Elden Ring
bitch.
story. Yeah. And no, I just, you don't need to change game design, you know, like there was a bunch of people complaining when Baldur's Gate 3 came out that like it wasn't their style of gameplay, and it's like, go play a game that has your style of gameplay then. Like, you don't have to change a popular game. And that's what this reminded me of with Elden Ring. It's like, just like you said, go play any other game. In my opinion, it's like they probably didn't add the pause partially because apparently you can be rated by people online at any point, almost like MMO style.
Okay, yeah.
But also, like, you could totally like manipulate that frame by frame, right? Like if you pause it and then like you try to beat a boss.
The point,
that's what I see it as.
the point of Souls games, and I've full disclosure, I've never been a fan of them. I want to play Bloodborne. I've only played through Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. I'm currently playing through, and those are light compared to these games. But the point of them is difficulty. The whole fucking point is being a super tough game. And that ain't for everybody. I've never played these games because it's like, hey, do you want to be really fucking mad and break your controller and scream and shit your pants? No, I don't. I don't mind if I play through games that are hard and they're satisfying and rewarding, but a game that's hard for the sake of being hard probably won't sell me. Bloodborne, I am sold on because I think the visual design's amazing, so I'm willing to stick it out for that game. And Star Wars, I only play because they're fucking Star Wars games and I consume slop. I've been told that Elden Ring is the easiest by a landslide Dark Souls developed game, like from the studio. But still, the point of them is to be a challenge that you need to get through. So it is very much a design decision to not have a pause button. And we saw all sorts of people complaining about this and yelling at her for demanding this, or even siding with her. Some people being like, bro, it's just a pause button. Other people being like, she called kids a disability. My take at the end of the day is stop trying to change fucking game design. It's not your fucking game. Stop trying to change it. If it's not for you, then go play another game. There's billions of games out there. It's not like every game doesn't have a pause. This is an anomaly, and it's a unique thing to this game, and people love it. I don't love it, but millions of people love this game, so fuck off. Fuck you kindly. And this is very different from, say, like Doom Eternal, which I've taken issue with their game design. Because Doom Eternal, the problem is it's changing Doom's design. I think Doom Eternal can be a good game in a lot of ways, but it's like, I just want Doom, whereas it's changing the design of Doom.
Well,
you are asking to change Elden Ring's design.
Yeah, you're talking about subverting an IP essentially. So like with Doom, original Doom up to Doom Eternal, they've literally made game design choices that have worsened the game over time. Whereas Elden Ring is already established as a good game. This is its own original concept, and they're trying to change that after the fact. That's two different things, in my opinion.
Yeah.
One is a long-standing series that has always had certain mechanics that they've started to change over time, and fans are saying, hey, we're not a fan of the direction you're going in, versus this game, it doesn't have a pause button. Like, to me, that's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
It's its own game. If there was like 10 Elden Rings and 9 of the Elden Rings had a pause and 1 didn't, I would be like, yeah, go complain that there's no pause.
Because that would be strange.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's yeah.
But yeah, at
Anyways,
the end of the
whatever.
day, it's just like this is an intentional design choice for this game. If you don't like it, there's a billion other games. I really hate this trend of everyone just clamping down like there's one game released and that's the only game you can play. There's a billion fucking games out there, and we love highlighting and spotlighting all the different good games. So, Alana, go fucking play something else that has a
They
pause
should
button.
add a pause button to Elden Bling. How about that?
There you go. Actually, Alana, how about you go play Elden Bling? There's probably a pause. You can probably pause in Elden Bling. Do you want me to go tweet Team Sneed and see if there's a pause for you? I'll tweet that right now. I'll tweet. Here you go, Alana.
If they let it on Steam, they'll do it. They'll probably add a pause button just so
Here,
they can be
I'm-
on Steam.
I'm going to tweet right now. I'm going to tweet Elden Bling right now. Hold on. Where are they? At Team Sneed. Following. Okay, we got Corn. Where is his physical copy here?
Okay, while you're looking, I'm gonna keep reading here. Lord Slosh says Pierce is a bint. Razor Fist cooked her alive the other day. Static says, "Who cares if you die in a game? I can talk about this dumb Pierce crap for hours." Yeah, it becomes a thing of like, does it really matter to you that much if you have something that you have to take care of in your life and you have to put the controller down for a second, and a consequence of that is that you die in the game? You just restart again when you are fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird to beg for a function like that because, oh, I have to get up and take care of a child. And to call that a disability is just like the most retarded shit ever. And that person should be ashamed for even thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
You good? You tweeted?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up here in a second. 1 sec. Where the fuck is it?
Lord Slosh says Tyrone game has paused.
There you go, Alana!
There you go.
So I tagged her and I
Easy
said,
peasy.
"Hey, Alana Pierce, since you can't handle Elden Ring because no pause, maybe Elden Bling is more up your alley? Grab a copy below." And there you go. Elden Bling. There you go. And it's the digital download version right there. There you go, Alana. Enjoy.
Perfect.
And it probably has more diversity, even. It's more up her alley than Elden Ring does.
Snapple says that disability story is stupid. Absolutely. And part of why I don't want to like go on this huge thing and I didn't stop you in the middle of your rapid fires because everyone and their mother is talking about this and we all get it. We all get that it's stupid. This person sounds unintelligent thinking that there should be, you know what I mean? Like, oh, my child's a disability and I need a pause button to handle that. Deal with your own life. Go play another game. We've given you several solutions. You just sound stupid online. So that's why I'm not like deep diving into that topic. Mutant Dumas says, I love Twisted Metal. They canceled the newest game recently.
Yep. Yeah, that they did, yeah.
Yeah, and then, is this game directed by Michael Bay? Paul says, I like the idea of open world Crazy Taxi. Me too. You know,
It could be great.
the original Crazy Taxi is an excellent game, and it runs well, and it does what it needs to do, and you can still go back to it to this day and have the same experience. Now, obviously, there's some soundtrack issues. It's a whole different thing. Just play it on your Xbox, mute the game audio, like the music, and put on your own Spotify, and you've solved that problem too. So there are solutions around that. I want game companies to experiment and do different things. So I'm okay with them trying this and going, let's make it an MMO. Let's see what happens, right? And, you know, like, battle royales are not like necessarily my favorite thing ever, but there are battle royale games that I've enjoyed, like Pac-Man 99, for example. I like the Tetris 99 series as well. F-Zero 99 is fun. So, like, to me, this is kind of going in the vein of that, and I want to see what they do. And if I don't like it, that's fine. I can go play the original. Lord Slosh says Unicron, the Planet Eater.
Thank you, yes.
What about all the Jets too? And oops, we accidentally made a banger. Yeah, that game actually looks good. I'm like, this looks janky and weird, but
yeah.
JB says, what about the disabled people who wanted to play Xbox Live when it was disabled for the disabled people?
Thank you. Exactly. How dare you, Xbox? How dare you? You piece of shit.
Mutant Dumas says GTA 6 looks awesome. I'm hesitant to believe that just because of culturally how different that game has become.
I have a bad feeling about GTA 6 personally.
Yes. But the actual like way that it's opening up, like to me GTA 5 is a pretty much perfect game. And I would love to see GTA 6 like innovate that more. I just don't like the story direction personally.
I have a bad feeling. I've talked about it before, but pretty much Rockstar is not the Rockstar that we know and love. And there has been signs of this. I've said before that you can't really trust any game development studio because people come and go. HR gets replaced. People get fired. People quit. I'm pretty sure the original creators of GTA are no longer even with the company. And we've seen changes. So GTA 5 itself has retroactive changes in the new versions. The Confederate flag has been removed from GTA 5. And if you played Red Dead 2, I think Red Dead 2 is kind of a masterpiece in a lot of ways, but in other ways, it contradicts its own storytelling with how it limits you and how it forces in these very political scenarios that really play to the politics of the creators. And I was playing through it, and there's so many scenarios where I'm like, this is so tilted and off-putting. Some examples are the fact that you can't hit women. The game literally stops you from hitting women. And also you can't hurt native people, but every other NPC in the game you can do anything to. Mind you, I did find workarounds to hit women and natives, and it's quite funny. But the game does try to stop you from doing that. And there is missions in the game that are really weird and off-putting, and I think changing the character, like the mission where Arthur suddenly runs into a slave owner and he fucking loses his shit, but in every other mission in the game he's all live and let live and being like, oh well, I guess that's how it goes. But as soon as he finds a former slave owner, he fucking goes monkey mode and like beats the shit out of him and kills him, and it's like justified. It's quite weird. So, yeah, I have a feeling that we are going to see even more of that from GTA 6. It's going to make a $2 billion, and most people are going to love it. But I am expecting it to not make me happy, and I'm expecting a lot of people to be upset when I say that. I'll give it a fair shake, though. There's no reason to boycott it. It's fucking GTA 6. It's going to make a stupid bunch of dollars, but I have a bad feeling about this. Also, on that note, I want to recommend my favorite Rockstar game while I assume it's on sale, which a surprising amount of people have looked past, and that is LA Noire. One of the greatest detective point-and-click games that you can play. Great story, great acting, great characters. Absolutely love this game to death, and it's currently on sale at $8.99 Canadian, 70% off, and not a traditional game. Doesn't play anything like GTA. Doesn't play anything like Red Dead, but it is fucking amazing if you love noir detective stories, and it is very, very offensive if you pay attention to the writing. Even Case 1 gets pretty brutally, hilariously offensive, and I love this game so much.